Of faith, I see so much of the hatred and war that it inspires, and therefore I want so very much to be a radical atheist. Yet to be this way, I think, ignores the scientific method. To be scientific, it means to be able to repeat an experiment in most cases, but just a set of given curriculum, if you like, and be able to repeat it and get the same information out each time. It's evidence, it's proof, because it's repeatable. Every time you do it, it's the same thing. But it also means to acknowledge when you don't have enough information or the information is inconclusive. It's acknowledging when you don't know the answer. You admit it. That's agnosticism. Agnosticism is not knowing the answer. And on the note of faith, it's not knowing the answer. Atheists tend to claim this notion. But to say that the thing that gives this world its beauty and its order isn't sentient is another leap. We don't know that for certain. It is a belief, and when the religious call us out and tell us that that atheism is a belief, it is in a certain way. We believe that the thing that gives us what we have is not sentient. We think it is all chance. Can't prove it's all chance. And I'm sure most atheists admit this, but they still don't want to say that their belief is a belief. They're agnostics at heart. They're people that don't know the answer. They just lean to more towards the idea and the thought process that leads to saying that it's not to do with some higher being. It could be something that's sentient, or it could be a particle or a force, something that physicists will one day be able to work out and say that is what keeps matter together, it's what keeps the universe running the way it does, it keeps chance running like chance. One day they'll define the universe, and maybe that's when we'll be able to prove our atheism. But until then, it is a belief, I would say. It's like when light stops acting like a wave and it starts acting like a particle. Physicists say that it makes a choice. The photons make choices, but waves just keep flowing as waves. I think it's a slip of the tongue. It's a metaphor to say that particles have choice. But that's the thing, it's my belief. Maybe one day we'll say, no, yep, there is some sentience in photons, but I highly doubt it. Highly doubt it. Because the sentience we know was brought about by tandem of many reactions and their interworkings together. That's what sentience is. And we seem to forget that because we don't want to think of our minds in that mathematical binary fashion. It's not binary, it's too complicated to be binary. It's a whole bunch of equations that are different for each and every single person, but yes, it is more mathematical than we give it credit. Based on my educated thought, I'm an agnostic of faith, but I believe in atheism, and I'm not afraid to say it. I don't believe there is a greater sentience. What we see as clever only seems like being clever. The world seems like it's ordered, and that's a sentient kind of thought, because that's the way we were made. The order of the world is the same order that defines our nature, our minds. We perceive our nature as sentient, and hence we go backwards into saying that the universe is also sentient. We have come from nothing. Our sentience has come from non-sentience. Just as the that everything, the universe came from nothing. Some people believe that anyway. I say believe because we don't know the answer. And that's the important part of all this. It's like having a theory and making it fit. The theory works in one situation, so you want it to be the same for all others. That's what Christians are doing. They say that we're sentient. We see the similarities between us and the universe, and they say that it must be the same thing. That's a belief. And I would say it's definitely a more powerful one than the one we have, because at least ours comes from the agnosticism, but with just the tiniest leap to say in an educated manner that it can't be that the world is cleverer than us. I don't think there's anything wrong with saying atheism is a belief. At least it's a clever one.